Hey there, web surfers. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's the backbone of the web, the code that makes websites appear on your screen. But where did it all begin? Buckle up, because we're going back in time to 1991. This is Tim Berners-Lee, the brilliant mind behind HTML. Tim was working at CERN, a physics lab in Switzerland. He had an idea, a vision of a world where information could be easily shared and accessed by anyone, anywhere. This was a radical concept back then. Remember, this was before the internet as we know it. Tim's vision was to create a system that used hypertext, a way to link documents together. Think of it like clicking on a word in a digital encyclopedia that takes you to a different page with more information. To make this happen, he invented HTML. The first version, HTML 1.0, was simple but revolutionary. But HTML wasn't just about linking documents. Tim also envisioned a decentralized system, one where no single entity controlled the flow of information. This idea of an open and accessible web was crucial to HTML's development and eventual success. In the early 1990s, the internet was a very different place. Imagine a world with no Google, no Facebook, no cat videos. It was a time of dial-up modems and text-based browsers. But even then, people saw the potential of HTML. Early websites were basic, mostly text and simple images. But the ability to link documents together, to create a web of information, was groundbreaking. With HTML, anyone could create a website and share their thoughts, ideas, and research with the world. As more people started using HTML, it began to evolve. New tags were added to create headings, paragraphs, lists, and tables. Images, although still quite pixelated back then, became a common feature. The web was slowly becoming more visual, more engaging. New browsers emerged, competing to render HTML in better ways. Remember Mosaic? It was one of the first graphical browsers, allowing people to view images alongside text. This was a big deal. The web was becoming more user-friendly, more accessible to the average person. As the web grew, so did HTML. New versions were released, each adding more features and capabilities. HTML 2.0 introduced interactive elements like forms, allowing users to submit data. HTML 3.0 brought tables for better layout and support for different fonts and styles. But the biggest leap came with HTML 4.0. This version introduced the concept of cascading style sheets, CSS, separating the presentation of a web page from its content. This meant web designers could create beautiful, visually appealing websites without cluttering the HTML code. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw the rise of dynamic web pages. Technologies like JavaScript and Flash allowed developers to create interactive elements, animations, and even games within web browsers. Websites were no longer static pages, they were becoming dynamic and engaging experiences. The introduction of XHTML, a stricter and cleaner version of HTML based on XML, further pushed web development towards standardization. While XHTML didn't fully replace HTML, as some predicted, it did influence the development of HTML5. In the modern age, HTML continues to evolve. The introduction of HTML5 brought new features like video and audio tags, making multimedia content more accessible without the need for plugins. Web standards have become crucial, ensuring that websites work smoothly across different browsers and devices. Responsive design has also become a key aspect of web development. With the rise of smartphones and tablets, websites need to look good and function well on screens of all sizes. HTML, along with CSS and JavaScript, allows developers to create flexible, responsive layouts that adapt to any device. Today, HTML remains the foundation of the web, constantly evolving to meet the needs of users and developers alike. From its humble beginnings to the dynamic, interactive experiences we enjoy today, HTML has truly revolutionized the way we share and access information.